I will approach the patient, making sure that the scene is safe around me and that I'm wearing my personal protective equipment, which includes gloves, masks, a gown, and eye protection. I will then introduce myself to the patient. Hello, my name is Claudia, and I am an EMT. What is your problem today?
I fell and hurt my arm.
I will then tell the patient that I will be splinting their injury, and I will ask them to hold their injured arm at a comfortable position above their heart. Before splinting, I will check the PMS of the patient, which includes their pulse, which is good, the movement of their injured arm by asking the patient to wiggle their fingers, and the sensation by asking the patient which finger I am touching.
Pointer.
Since their PMS is good, I will begin to splint the patient's arm. I will take my SAM splint and fix it into the patient's uninjured arm, making sure that the splint reaches about halfway up their proximal joint, as well as that it is stabilizing their lower joint. Once the SAM splint has been fitted to the patient's uninjured arm, I will mold it to be flexible for their injured arm. Before placing the SAM splint on the patient, I will ensure that the patient is stabilizing their injury with their uninjured arm, which will be reducing the movement of their injury. I will then place the fitted SAM splint on the patient's injured arm, making sure that it is stabilizing both their lower and upper joint. I will then take my gauze and wrap it around the SAM splint to fix it to the patient's arm. As I do this, I will be sure to reduce the movement of the patient's injury and make sure that it is stabilized. Once the gauze is fully wrapped around the SAM splint, I will be taking my triangular bandages to create a sling for the patient. I will tie a knot where the short sides of the bandage meet. I will then take the long side of the bandage and drape it around the patient's injury. I will fold it up and wrap it around their uninjured shoulder, tying a knot in the back of the patient's neck to stabilize the sling. I will then take my second triangular bandage and create a swath for the patient to stabilize their injured arm even more. I take the swath and wrap it around, going around the patient's uninjured side, and again tying a knot in the back for stabilization. Sling and swath that I created with the triangular bandages will be stabilizing the SAM splint and the gauze to the patient's body, securing their injured arm. After I am finished, I will be checking the patient's PMS for a second time, which is their pulse, which continues to be strong, the movement of their injured arm by asking the patient to wiggle their fingers, and the sensation of their arm by asking the patient which finger I am touching.
Middle.
Since the patient's PMS continues to be strong, I will make sure that the SAM splint is stabilized by asking the patient to stand up and bend forward, making sure that I will not do this on a real patient and that this is only practice. Thank you.